Hello, hello. Welcome to this live streaming, another Thunderbird live hacking. I'm seeing the preview window here, and it seems that the screen is cut. Yeah. Wow. What is happening here? Let me check my... 1920 by 1080. Ah. Do you guys see it like cut as well? Or is just me? How does it look? It seems that it's completely cut. Right? This looks terrible, at least in the preview. Let me see if it looks good on the actual YouTube website. This is annoying. Let me see. Yeah, remove this advertising. Oh, looks good. Okay. That is strange. Okay, so sorry for the issue, but it looks good. At least it seems to be looking good on the YouTube live streaming studio, blah blah blah, wherever. It's super cut. Like, it shows only these like top right area. It just cuts my head in half. I think it's just the preview of the page, which is super silly. Yeah, I think it's just the preview of the page. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. I watched it on YouTube. It seems to be fine. So you guys let me know if the screen is cut, if you cannot see my entire face and all this other good stuff. But hey, welcome everyone to another wonderful live hacking session of Thunderbird. Already a lot of people in the chat, known names. Oh my God. It's just, this is getting kind of like a weekly hangout with friends. Like, it's always the same people chatting, and it's beautiful. It's fantastic. I love it. Let's continue doing it forever. Ciao Mattia. You couldn't miss the appointment, hey? Yeah, I know. Sorry, last week I missed the live streaming, but I was super busy, super slamming, programming a couple of cool things that I'm gonna show you today. Hello, Abdallah. Hello, Dan. Hello, Draman. Hello, Ram Kumar. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, beautiful. You guys are awesome for being here, and I'm gonna reward you by showing you some amazing things. As usual, I'm gonna work a little bit on Thunderbird. I'm gonna show you some things that some improvements that are gonna land in the next beta, or in a couple of beta releases. And then we're gonna start doing some design improvements. I'm gonna show you a new workflow for the account creation. I'm super excited about it. And you can write whatever you want in the chat, all the questions. I will stop from time to time just to take a break and read all your questions, read all your comments. As usual, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up to this beautiful video, and if you have the possibility, if you're so inclined, you can use the super chat to make a donation, which apparently someone does, and I'm just baffled by the fact that someone decides to donate. So okay, let's get started. First of all, let's switch screen. Beautiful. So excited today. I don't know why. So the first thing that I want to show you is a little thing that it's very close to land to. Actually, I need to change a couple of things. Sorry. Something that is very close to land to beta. Close button. Let's set back to 1 these things because we want it normally. And it's the new attachment panel. We worked on that a little bit in the past, but I kept working behind the curtains and implemented a lot of super awesome, cool improvements. So if you open a new message. So first of all, I implemented some smart tooltips that tells you also the shortcuts that you can use to add an attachment. So in this case, it's Control-Shift-A. You can click here, it opens the file selector, or you can tap Control-Shift-A and opens the file selector. Kind of already worked, but it wasn't working before in the current version of Thunderbird if you had the focus on the body, but now it works because I fixed it, because I'm a genius. But yeah, when you select a bunch of files, it just opens up the attachment pane at the bottom. It gives you a little animation of how many attachments you have here. It gives you a full count. If you continue adding attachments here, the panel is gonna automatically increase. And it's gonna show you all the attachments that you have in it, and always focus on the last attachment so you don't miss the before it wasn't very clear, like the attachment pane wasn't growing, it wasn't focusing on the last attachments, you didn't have any like visual feedback to confirm that yes, the attachment was attached. My dog is furiously biting his paw. Hey, stop it, Peter, stop it. Okay, don't be a little shit. Yeah, good boy. You can reorder the attachment. When you reorder the attachment, this little nice indicator appears to let you know where the attachment is gonna drop, which is so good. Before we were using just the border color, which is very, very awful. And then you have some smart tooltips here. It tells you can hide the attachment pane by hitting Control-Shift-M or clicking on it, of course, or Control-Shift-M, it basically toggles, Control-Shift-M toggles on and on your attachment pane and remembers the height of your attachment. So if you're, oh, I need more space, let me see, okay, now I see it, I see everything, you increase it, then you collapse it, you reopen it again, it remembers the height. So it remembers your preferences, so which is fantastic. Another awesome thing that I didn't show you, and I just implemented, and it was very, very awesome, is the smart attachment when you drag files on top. So the previous behavior was simply when you drag a file on top, the only droppable area was the header area. And in order to let the user know that you can drop attachment, we were just showing the attachment pane. Open it up, show it that, hey, this is the dropping bucket, you can drop your attachment there. But then you didn't have the ability to actually, if you want to drag and drop an image, do you want to attach the image or append it in line in the message? What do you want to do with this image? So first of all, I implemented a very, very simple thing. So if I grab, for example, a file that is not an image, it's not recognized as an image, so it's a text file like a patch, whatever, and I drag it, I still have it, I drag it on top, look what happens. The entire message compose window is a droppable area. It's not anymore the header, everything. And since we recognize these as only this file cannot be put in line in the message, can only be attached, you can just drop it in here and automatically we attach it. Otherwise, if we select a picture, for example, one of my many beautiful profile picture, like this one, and we go on, we drag it and we go and roll over, look what happens. The system recognizes, hey, this is an image that can be attached in line or can be appended in line in the message. So we ask the user, what do you want to do? Do you want to attach it or do you want to append it in line? If we append it in line, it's just appended in line. It's not attached in the message, so the attachment doesn't grow or anything, and it's appended in line. And it's beautiful. You can reorganize it and reorder. So you have these smart options here that allows you to decide what you want to do with your image. And this is me being silly with a guitar. I'm so excited about this because it's so good. It solves a lot of problems. The droppable area is now the entire message body. I'm so stoked. So this is currently under review. I got a bunch of positive feedback. So hopefully we're gonna be able to release it soon, and then we're gonna release it to the community and see how they like it, if they like it. Dan asks, is there any live coding session with Akira? I did it last week. I did it on Saturday. Yeah, Danny already shared the link. I'm planning to do it another one because I just created a new pull request for Akira with some improvements to the state manager and blah, blah, blah. But we're talking about Thunderbird here. Don't distract me, guys. and it's yeah, I'm so excited about it. Yeah, Matthias, that's really cool. I love it. I very, very much love it. The previous iteration or the current, if you're using Thunderbird, try to do the same on Thunderbird 78, and it's very strange. It's very inconsistent. It's very weird. Now all the shortcuts work as expected, and the drag and drop is just a pleasure to use. I've been using it recently to try to append in line and communicate all these good things. So it's just, I love it so much. Continuing on, today we are going to do some design work, because one of the things that I need to do and I need to work on is the redesign and complete rebuild of the account setup process, which is a lot. So I'm gonna show you all the design that I've been doing, and we're gonna continue designing all together some extra things. Danny asks if I detect images by extensions or MIME types. We do both. First, we check the MIME type for the known images that we know, like PNG, whatever, all the MIME types that we have. Let me show you the source code, because I'm here, so I can show you what we're doing here. Message compose, no, message. Oh, I don't know how to write message compose command. Okay, append inline. Where is it? Add inline. Add inline. Yeah, event target ID. Add inline. What is it? 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 I don't remember. I wrote this code. I don't even remember. JPEG, PNG, image, PNG, content type. But this is not what we're doing. We are applying these. If we don't, we're gonna. Okay, yeah, we use the content type. We use the content type to detect if the content type starts with an image. We try to attach it to the body. If we recognize that starts with an image, but as a content type that it's not known, like it's not a JPEG, a PNG, an SVG, or a TIFF, or whatever, we try to physically convert it into a PNG in order to print it and visually print it in the body. If it doesn't work, we throw an error. Hey, this is not possible to do it. But yeah, we don't do it by extension. We do it by content type. So potentially we can attach pretty much anything. We can attach TIFF, PDFs. I didn't try it. For now, I'm just, I tested with JPEG, PNG, and SVGs, which are the most common attachment that you, like files that you might have appending inline into your message body. But of course, we need to write some tests. One other thing that we do after something is approved, if it's something new, we write tests to cover that and to also discover all the issues that we introduce by writing this new thing. But anyway, moving on. If I show you the current project, the current account settings, you saw it. I showed you how it was. Actually, we started the design a couple of sessions ago, or a session ago, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's very wonky. It's all about tabs or dialogues, the email and the calendar, another dialogue, and the address book, another dialogue, and then the feeds, another dialogue, and news group, another dialogue. It's very clunky. It doesn't help the user in having like a pleasing experience, in just set it up automatically. Like if you set up your email account, we should automatically detect if you have some calendars or address book linked to your to your email account, we should ask you to, hey, do you want to auto set it up? We don't do that. It's all about dialogue. We ask all your information. And most of the times the information always the same, like username and password. If your calendar is connected to your email, the username and password of your calendar to connect it remotely are 99% of the time identical to your email account's credentials. So we should use that to simplify the whole process. And that's the goal that we have here. And that's what I've been working on for the past few days. And now I'm showing you in a groundbreaking preview. No one has seen this before. No, it's not true. Like a lot of people have seen this before, but you didn't probably. Danny did. I'm sure he did because I shared it with him. But you, the rest of you, and so you beautiful people watching this live streaming didn't. So the first approach is, let's move this into a dedicated tab. No more dialogues. Dialogues are terrible, especially if you have a lot of information and you have to cramp in it and it's just a shit show of information because it's just so convoluted trying to cramp a bunch of different things inside a very small limited dialogue. You try to resize the dialogue, but then the buttons at the bottom of the dialogue, they jump up and down. If you resize the dialogue, it's just crazy. So we have tabs. And also another awesome things that we just implemented, we just shipped in Thunderbird, the daily version. Thunderbird uses E10S, which is electrolysis. Electrolysis is this new implementation by Firefox that allows to run separated threads on separated tabs. So whenever you open a tab or another message in another tab or another account setup in another tab or account settings or the preferences in a tab, those tabs, they have their own threads. They don't interfere with the main thread of your email account or your email tab or another tab. That's why we're moving towards move stuff from millions of dialogues to one tab, because we can improve the speed. We are already doing it. We're improving the speed a lot. We prevent hogging the CPU. If you have a massive mail tab with like millions of emails and 1,000 of accounts, and then you open a dialogue that does something very complex, we are just going on the same threads and affecting the overall performance. Now with electrolysis, everything is split in different tabs, everything's super fast. That's also why, in my opinion, Firefox, it's faster than Chrome. Actually, it's not my opinion. There've been like tests and experiments. Firefox is faster than Chrome and hogs less resources. So you should definitely use Firefox, not use Chrome. But anyway, this is the first screen. When, for example, you access Thunderbird for the first time, you don't have an account, we show these take over entirely. Or if you already have an account and you click create a new account, we open a tab with this interface. This shouldn't be home, but it could be something else, but whatever, it's just a placeholder. And here we have all the space in the world to show some very nice things. First, a nice, beautiful introductory message. We can share important links because a lot of things, not a lot of times, but sometimes some users, they are concerned about what we do with your information. And what we do with your information, when you enter your information, you click continue, we ping the Mozilla Internet Service Provider database to see if we have the auto configuration of your account. If we know that your extension is at protonmail.com or fastmail.com, we know that, okay, fastmail, protonmail, they use IMAP with these port number, with setup or these credentials. So we auto configure everything for you. You don't have to type any, we don't ask you, hey, what is the port number of your IMAP server? Like, who knows, right? Like, I have no idea. So we try to do everything automatically. And some users were concerned, oh, you're sending my information, my private information, my credentials, my password, you're sending it out. You're pinging external servers with my information. That's privacy concerning. We don't do that. 100% we don't do that. That's why here we can use this extra space to put some important links. Hey, worry about sharing your credential? Read our privacy policy. What we do with your credential. First of all, we don't send your password out. Never do that. Whenever we try to log in into your account, we receive the response from your internet service provider. So if you have a Fastmail account, we only have a secure connection with Fastmail when we try to log in. The autoconfig is a public domain thing that it's not, we don't share your private information at all. But majority of the users, they don't know that and they have this concern. So we can use this space to put some links. Very big form, easy to use. If you file up everything, you can continue. We can use this extra space to have some nice kind of like pictograms or images or icons, something that they're not vital, they're not important to the overall experience, but they ease in the experience. They help the users to feel more comfortable. These are also important for non-technical users. It's good to have a reassuring interface that it's also kind of funny and engaging. It seems silly to say, but having these little things help a lot to ease users that are not used to these technical things. For example, like my mom, every time she has to set up something, she has a full-on panic attack because she doesn't know, like, oh my god, now I have to insert a million different information and they're gonna ask me 1,000 things. No, just chill. It's not gonna happen. We're gonna ease you in with this little thing. The next step, if you type something wrong, we give a big old highlight, hey, this is not correct. And we change the icon here that if you go and roll over, it shows the information. Hey, this is wrong. You typed something wrong. So we try to, and of course, unless all the information are inputted correctly, this is not a valid email account, we don't enable the continue button. So you cannot accidentally click continue. And then we tell you with a dialogue error, boom, an alert, hey, this is wrong. No, we avoid that. Everything is guided. When you input all your information and you click continue, we start showing you, we giving you feedback, like a nice UI feedback with, hey, what we're doing, we're looking up your configuration. And here we have plenty of space to list all the things that we do. Similar to what we have right now. I'm gonna show you, like, if you input something, for example, I can input my Thunderbird email address, so at least it finds something. The email is fake because we don't share the email. So until I try to log in and download my emails, the password is useless. We don't share it. But if I click continue, we have all this bunch of information. That's why we're trying to check here, check there, and it's kind of like, ugh, this is not the best, because we increase the height of the dialogue. We try to show you all at once what we're doing, but even if we find something, we continue searching, it's kind of weird, especially having this long list of things with some have a green check mark, others have a wrong, like not found or whatever. It's confusing for a technical user. Maybe, oh, you find in the ISP Mozilla database, but you didn't find it in other things in that. Okay, it's fine. For someone else, for a non-technical user, that's, oh shit, that's an error. What happened? Oh, where did those errors go? So here the proposal is to looking up the configuration. When we're looking at something, we print it here. And if we find something, we immediately give you a response. We found this, without showing you the full list of, we couldn't find it here, we couldn't find it there. It's like simplified. We give you only the proper information. And we're considering for technical users, maybe having a link, like, show me the full log or something like that, if they're interested in understanding and knowing what went wrong or what went right. Then if it's, of course, configuration is correct, that's what we do here. We collapse your email information, because potentially if your configuration is correct, you don't need to edit your email anymore. we don't need to keep your form open. So we collapse it. We still give you the possibility to edit it. So if you click edit, it just expands and opens and shows the form. Otherwise, we tell you, hey, we found your configuration here. Select your protocol. Which protocol do you want to select? You want to select IMAP or POP3? And if we have the space to give a little description here. And if you select one protocol or the other, we give you an overview of what are the configuration that you're gonna have. So IMAP has a IMAP SSL, so it's secure certificate. I'm tired. We give you an overview of the naming of the account name and account setup and the username that we're using. And you can click this and click done, and it's continued, it's finished. You can configure it manually, and the manual configuration also happens if we cannot find the automatic configuration of something. We couldn't find it. We open the configuration, the manual configuration. We tell you, hey, these are pre-generated fields that we think they might be correct, but check it. And also we can use this extra space here to help the users, because now you don't know what to select. Same example, my mom, she wouldn't know, like, IMAP or POP3. What the hell am I selecting here? What does it mean? And maybe this little description underneath is not enough. So we can link to our documentation. We have a very good documentation, a very good support forum, but it's not easily discoverable unless you close Thunderbird and you search, which is no. We have direct links here, so we can direct the user. If you click manual configuration here, we solve the problem of this massively cramped space with these little tab tricks. So first of all, you go on full size, full screen. We remove, you don't need, if you're editing your manual configuration, you don't need to check also your email account or your password. Those are not related. Here you have the incoming server, and outgoing. There are two tabs. You can click on the two. And you have all your different information listed very, very easily. You can use a default port number or a list of ports that we recommend, or you can write your custom port. You can decide your connection, normal password, change your username, and blah, blah, blah. The advanced configuration simply saves your account and access the account settings. So it just skips the entire validation. But when you write all these things, then you can click the test button. So we ping the server and we try to have a positive answer, response, like a 200 response or something like that, HTTP response, say, hey, the settings are correct. You can do exactly the same with the outgoing server. And once again, here we can report, you need help in this. We have set up documentation that you can use. This is great. If you click continue or if you click done and something goes wrong, we reopen up everything, because if something goes wrong, maybe maybe the password was incorrect, maybe your email was incorrect, maybe your protocol was incorrect. So we open up everything, and you can see in the design here, I put a little scroll bar, because since we are in a full page, this is going to be scrollable, and the user will scroll because we're not showing the buttons. The buttons will be below the fold, because otherwise if we show the buttons, and this is like if you have a small screen and this is cut right here, you don't see that. Probably you miss the scroll bar and you don't see that you can actually change the other information. But anyway, we show a pretty big error, and we tell you, hopefully we know what's up and we can identify what's the problem. If we cannot log in into your server, we tell you probably wrong configuration, username, password. If the port is wrong, we tell you, hey, maybe the port is wrong, and all this good stuff. So this is the error. And here, as I was saying, use these little images and icons to communicate the current state of the overall experience. And this is kind of cute. Like, this is a big red scary error message, but these kind of ease into the fact, oh shit, something went wrong, but it's not that scary. Like, I know it sounds silly, I know it sounds like very superficial, but it's it helps in design and during like user experience. It helps enriching interface with these little additions that don't change much, don't create any technical difficulty or anything, but it's good. When the overall setup is concluded, that's what we need to design today, because this is a work in progress. So the idea here is the change all the text, because yay, the account was successfully created, and give a little big round of applause, give an overview of all your settings. Okay, you are, this is your information. Maybe we can write also here what type of server you're using, what type of protocol, IMAP or POP3. But then we have something else, because if your email is connected to any external account, we suggest, hey, Thunderbird detected other services connected to your email account. You can enable an automatic configuration. So you can automatically set up calendars and address book by clicking these things. And we need to design this section, but also we need to give some quick links to the users, because after you set up the account, if you close this tab, you click done, you see the full-on plethora of Thunderbird. You see everything, all your folders, your emails, all your buttons and toolbars and sidebars and everything all together. So a lot of users don't go through maybe some important steps. So they don't know, how do I write an email? Or should I set up my signature? Should I set up my encryption? I use SMIME or I use OpenPGP. Where do I check my account settings? Where do I check my dictionaries? Like, I installed these in a different language, but by default, my emails are only recognized in English. Where do I install the dictionary? So we have the ability here to offer some quick links to help the user in the next step. So that's what we're gonna experiment today with, and I'm gonna design. But little break. I'm gonna read some comments before I'm gonna drink some tea. If you have some questions, just write it in the chat. I'm gonna answer them all. There are some questions that I didn't answer. Okay. Oh, speaking a lot and describing is very taxing on my throat. Okay. Oh, Paxi Lexi Fixie. Hello, welcome. We missed you. Master asks, why the title header not combined with that tabs bar? Do you mean these? Title header not combined with the tabs bar? Do you mean like the title home should be create a new account? Yeah, this is just temporary. Or if you're thinking why the tab is not in the main title bar, that's a settings that you can enable. By default is not, but you can enable it, and having these the tab bar in the main title bar, if that's what you're asking, Master. I don't know. Hello, Imanshu. Welcome. Okay. Let's continue, and I don't know if you can hear it, but there's my neighbor upstairs that is renovating its bathroom, so it's a lot of banging and crashing and piping and noise, and it's just sorry. It's gonna be beautiful. Okay, so first of all, what I want to do here, I want to focus on some quick links, because these might be superfluous for other users. But these, after you set up your account, you should know what you did. And first of all, I want to let the user know that this is an IMAP account, or whatever account they picked before. So what was the auto config here? Yeah, let's select these IMAP, because I want this little thing, and let the user know, hey, this is your account. We can be cute about it. We can put it here. Whoops. And we're using the same iconography that we use in the folder pane, but letting the user know that this is a secure account because there's a little lock in the mail or in the envelope, whatever you want to call it, which is nice and gives us a little leverage on learning or teaching the user how to recognize these little thingy. 999. Let's align it, center align these and these 6 pixel apart. 9. Perfect. Okay, this is nice. This is okay. This is cute. Maybe feels a little cramped, but not really. I think it might be good. Here we can have a quick action like we have if we access the account central. When you click on your email, we access the account central, and the top left or the top right, there's the account settings. We can do exactly the same, and then we can have these action like end-to-end encryption, manage filters, write a message, something like that, but maybe something a little bit more tired. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta start yawning this whole live streaming. I cut my coffee a little bit because I was drinking like 5 to 6 coffees per day, and I got a massive case of heartburn. I started like having gastritis, and just my stomach was burning one day because I was also nervous. So nervous plus 5 coffees a day, not a great combo. I felt like a little bit shitty, so I decided to cut my coffee down, and you see the effects now. I'm sleepy as hell. But yay, it's good. It's good. I replaced my coffee drug with my tea drug. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. So here we can use, I think I have a gear icon somewhere already. If I am not wrong, I have the gear icon. Or maybe I don't. I don't think I do. I have a bunch of different icons here, but I don't think I've ever used the gear one. Yeah, the edit, write event, all these are not gears. Do I have any in the components? No. Okay, I have to import that, but yeah, we can import it here. I have my icons all in. If I do, I don't remember, do we use these in Thunderbird coming directly from our shared or our actual source, or we're using it from Firefox? Because if it comes from the shared Firefox, I need to grab them from there. These are all our icons. Look how beautiful they are. Some users hate it. I thought it was this one. No. Okay. No, it seems that we don't have it. Unless I missed it. We don't have it. So let me check. What is this? What is this icon? Should be what it's called. It's called settings.svg. Yeah, global. It's coming from the global. I'm looking at this. It's coming from the global style sheet. So I can go and grab them from Searchfox because I'm lazy. Settings.svg, settings.svg shared. Is this one? Yeah. Can I copy this as an image and paste it in Figma? I think I can, right? Whoops. Yeah, I think I can. Whoops. Not here. Paste failed. Come on, don't let me download this. Copy image. There you go. That's what I wanted. No, I don't. I lied. I wanted the SVG. Okay, let's download this. download settings. Boom. Okay, we got it. We got it. Close this. Fill wanna give it a blue? It's too much blue? Yeah. I think we can keep it. Actually, I want to give this color here, which is the color of the folder pane icon that we use here in our kind of like brandish. Yeah, I think it's good. Also, I want to make it 15 pixels. Paste it here to 9 pixel. Yeah, not bad. Draman asks, can you use Tailwind CSS? Not inside Thunderbird. Inside Thunderbird, we use just standard CSS. I try to suggest implementing Tailwind CSS, but that would add compiling time, and it wouldn't allow quick changes. Like one good thing about having standard regular CSS is that you can change the source code without recompiling anything. You can literally like open up the source code, change the CSS, and see immediately the changes without expecting or waiting for anything. And also, the philosophy of Thunderbird, especially of Mozilla, is to never rely on external services or never rely on external packages. Everything is in-house. Everything is standard HTML, standard vanilla JavaScript. That's why everything is built in vanilla JavaScript. We don't use frameworks. We don't use any. If we need a framework, we build it internally. And for the things that we have to do, yeah, standard regular CSS, it's okay. But Danny wrote that utility first is evil, and Danny is absolutely wrong. Don't listen to Danny when he says these things. I love utility first CSS. It's amazing. It's just so handy, and it helps a lot to maintain consistency on everything. But yeah, okay. Then here we can copy a bunch of these things, maybe, because I'm lazy. And I don't want to rewrite everything here, but I can copy this and we can paste it down here, and we can put it down here. So we might write something. Yeah, Danny, that's cute. Like the new tab, dev tools, they use React.js. Yeah, we're slowly adding some React.js to something, but not that much. The main components and all the other good stuff are plain and standard things. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe things might change. I don't know. I don't know. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Okay, so here a couple of options that we can. Let me write a note actually, because otherwise I forget what we want to do. A couple of options that we want to implement. First of all, it's the next steps might be the account settings, access your account settings, or add a signature, enable and to enable encryption without writing end-to-end. Something else, maybe download dictionaries, but this is only if localized. So we can recognize if this is a localized version of Thunderbird, is not in English, so we can suggest the user to download the dictionaries of their own native language to help in the writing process. what else we might suggest to a first-time user or someone that just set up their account? Some quick links. And a signature, enable encryption, download dictionaries. I think that's pretty much it. We don't want to suggest things like, hey, write a message. That's not, that's kind of pretty obvious. But something that might be a little bit more hidden. Maybe message filter, create a filter. No, that's a little bit too specific. These are things that are pretty common and might be useful pretty much to the majority of the users, like creating a email filter, or I don't know, other more specific thing. Even like enabling the encryption might be a little bit more too specific, but at least we can have something that might help the users. I love that Italians are writing. Ciao, Giulio. For the people that don't speak Italian, Giulio is thanking me for my WordPress series that is enlightening him. Thanks for what you're doing. Thank you for watching. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. I love that a lot of people write to me in Italian, even if all my videos are in English, but it's obvious that I'm Italian. I love it. It's just like, it's phenomenal. Okay, what are we doing here? Yeah, account settings, set a signature. And here we can also repurpose another things. We can repurpose the little helper message that we have here. Something like something very silly, like not sure about your next steps. We can return just simply the documentation and the support forum, something like that. And the documentation has a lot of course, articles and topics about simply like how to use the writing system, like the message compose, how to set up a smart folder, how to blah, 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 all the different things, how to set up encryption and all these other good things. So Mattia said that I should do some video in Italian. I don't know. You know, it's very hard to do Italian video now. I've been doing this for 5 years now. I've been living in Canada for almost 8 years now. And if I have to do a video about these things, about coding and designing in Italian, I would probably botch all the technical terms because I had to relearn all the technical terms in English in order to be accurate. So my Italian is very bad now. When I talk to my mom, like sometimes she can't understand what I'm saying. I say wrong things, I invert words. Ugh, yeah, not great. Yeah, so Giulio, we talked about you are Italian some years ago. Thanks and follow this guy. Oh, Giulio, really? I forgot. I have the worst memory. Thank you, Giulio. Thank you. Okay, so let's continue here. So account settings, we have it. We might leave it here. We might not. I don't know. What if this is getting a little bit too silly? What do you think about something like that? It's getting a bit too long. Yeah, this is more like it. This is more like it. Like a what? Like it. Yes. Boom, boom. Yes. These align to the bottom. These align to 999. And these, let's go back to 9. And yeah, I like it better this way. Okay. Nice. Do you think it's nice? I think it's nice. Okay, so we can have it here. Then here we can have something like settings. Then we can have something like this might be the same color. Whew, wrong. Add a signature, enable encryption, add an email signature. Quick links. And a signature might be using what type of icons we want to use. Maybe this, a little pencil, silly to use a pencil for this. Maybe it's silly. I don't know. It's just temporary. We really don't have icons for a signature, but it's something that we can take care of that later. Yeah, okay, add a signature. Then here, enable encryption, something like that. And the encryption can have a beautiful lock. This is the OpenPGP. Do we have a lock? I think I have a lock somewhere. I remember having a lock. Otherwise, again. Oh, there you go. But it's cut out. It's cut out. I should have a lock for. Ah, damn it. I really wish I had like a repositories of all our icons already in Figma. Like the Firefox Photon icons as a plugin in Figma, something like that. Drummond asked, what if the name and email is too long? Yeah, that's a good question. We do already have a trick. So for example, if we do something like that, let's say I have my full name, Alessandro Castellani, and then my email is Alessandro.castellani@fullinvalid. This is too long. The trick that we use is we cut at the center and we show this, but you might be right because this is not optimal. So we might revert it back to the bottom here. Well, responsive design is a thing. So if this is too much, we just stack it. It's easy. We're using Flexbox and CSS Grid, so we just stack it. Yeah, it's pretty easy, pretty standard. Let's go back. I like it a lot how it was before. Yeah, we can stack it one on top of the other. Pretty simple, and these expands. It's not a problem. Yay for responsive CSS. Enable encryption. We have the photon icons design. Photon icons. This is the repository of icons used by Firefox. We have secure something. Yeah, secure. Download secure. Say download. Yeah. Good. Whoa, this is a massive icon. This is massive. Let's go 15 pixel height. SVG, so it's not too bad. Enable encryption, add a signature, settings, enable encryption, add a signature. Okay, we can have something like this, but we still need to always remember that we cannot be sure that this is gonna look good in other languages, because for example in German, this might be like massively long, something that it doesn't fit at all. So the trick that we use in the account central here, if we don't have enough space, we simply stack it, because yay, responsive design. But we might have a situation like this right off the bat. We can potentially show immediately a stacked list of actions that the user might find useful. So why don't we take a look on how this might look? And first of all, I want to extract this from here, so they're separate elements. We can we can duplicate this and put it up here, and we can what to do next? Or maybe quick links. Let's see what to do next, something like that. We can leave a little bit of space, but not too much, and left align this shit. And here we have more space to add extra things. Account settings, the signature, enable encryption, and we can have also the dictionaries, so we can use 2 columns. Download dictionaries, and I'm sure I don't have a download icon here. Oh god, icons. Download. Okay, download. Download icon. Yeah, download. Download the download icon. Inception. Okay. Bloop. Bloom. Blum, blum. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Download dictionaries, or might be a book, might be something else. I don't know. But at least we have these little thingies that can be aligned and indented by 12 and then 15 up as a little separation, or even less. Maybe let's go 9, and this is 21. Yeah, what to do next? Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, okay. And if we have more space, we can, if we have more items, we can list them below. What to do next? And then we have plenty of space to have this thing here. What to do next? And sync your connection. These might be 33. Let's go 36. And let's do exactly the same for this. 36, but nicely spaced, so it's not too much. And sync your connector services. I do something like that, but these layout, I don't like it, and I did something similar before in a previous step, so I'm gonna copy this style, copy style, and see how it looks if I paste it here. Paste style. Okay, yeah, better. Paste the style. Calendars and address book. It's a bit aggressive, this name. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. 14, configure, setup or configure. Setup or configure, guys. Draman says, I even use numbers when it comes to spacing or size. It seems like you are going for odd. You use even numbers. Yeah, I like to use multiple of 3. 3 is the shortest unit because I like the, we kind of do that in the design right now. I like the different spacing and multiplication. It keeps it consistent. And there's no real like technical reason. It's just the smallest number is 3, so it makes sense having it a multiplication, like a multiple of that smallest number. Then he says configure or configure. Configure. What? Do it. Yeah, do it. Configure. Do you guys agree with configure? I guess it's fine. Let's make it 12. Let's make it a big, nice button here. Like this. And then we can put it at 15 or 12. Yeah. Let's do it at 9. Yeah. Six. Let's copy this. Delete this. Let's paste it here. Same. 12. No, 9. We said 9. Okay, something like that might be. And this is just if we auto detect. Are these buttons a little too much? So first of all, let's align these to the left, and then we boom, indented by 12 pixels. And then we do the same here. Oh, these are not the same size. Oh my god. That's why I was in. Okay. Oh. We do this. Boom. Right here. This is inside by 9. So other 3 pixel less. Oof. Wow. I am not doing great today. Eh? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Not bad. This done sounds weird, doesn't it? It's something like we want to tell the user that they don't have to go through this other setup like sync here, connected services or other process, but we can tell the user, hey, this is done. Start using Thunderbird. Start using Thunderbird. We don't need to do anything else if you don't want to. So yeah, this is strange. And I was also thinking maybe we could implement our like set up another account type of button. So we might have a situation like this. What is it? Yeah, here. Done. Or what is another button that we used to have? These. Somebody that I used to know. Here we might have a situation something like set up another account. Maybe quick link. Too much? Ugh. Yuck. Yuck. Yeah, no, that's it. Done. Okay. Let's do this. And at 30. And then we copy these. We paste it. Nope. We paste it here underneath. We cancel the links. Start using Thunderbird. And start user Thunderbird. Maybe? It's weird. Not great with copy. Copywriting is not one of my best skills. So finish. Finish? Doesn't sound weird, finish? Finish. Oof. Explode. I think explode might be the right. Oh, beautiful. Explode. Wouldn't be amazing if we offered this interface to the user? Hey, you're done your configuration. Now select something, but be careful. Which one do you want to click? Explode, done, or finish? Or complete. Finish sounds weird. Complete. Or finish. Finish. Close. Done. Complete. Finish. Explode. Complete. I don't know. Let's leave them all. Let's keep them all like this. Eh? And then let the user decide which one. All three buttons will do exactly the same. Just leave them there. So start. Nrome nero. Start. As like, how do you pronounce your name? Nrome nero or Nrome? Nerone. It's a play on Nerone. It's weird. Finish. Start. I wouldn't use start because it implies the sort of like beginning of something. Like restart. Like it feels like kind of like you're restarting the setup. You're restarting the yeah, something like that. But yeah, probably finish. I mean, yes, Microsoft uses it, but Microsoft is not always right, right? Microsoft is mostly wrong. And we can do something like that. Or skip the configuration and start using Thunderbird. Yeah, because you know, there are like sometimes when you use some services and you set up your new account, then they give you some like, I don't know, some like step-by-step introduction of what you can do, and there's always the button to set up skip. I don't care, just skip, start using the program, like start using the app, start using the software. So something like that, like communicate to the user that all these things all these, what to do next, sync your, all these things are extra things that they don't have to do it forcefully. They can just, no, it's okay, skip and start, skip the skip and start using Thunderbird, skip and start using Thunderbird, something like that. Maybe, I don't know if it might communicate something that, oh, you're skipping something important, or maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? No one knows. Yeah, something like that. Completed. It's equal to finish. Complete setup. Get in. Get in. Yes, aggressive. Get in here. Mattia, mettici un visto. Che vuol dire? Like a check? I put a check in here. Account successfully created. I didn't want to put, I deliberately avoided to put something like this massive green. Hey, this is good. Actually, this is a little bit too bright. Well, I will need to check with our brand, color brand, but this is a bit too bright. It's not, the contrast is not great, but I will check it later. But yeah, I didn't want to put these because it's kind of repeated, right? Because if I put these, it means that we need to update. I mean, we're updating the title. We're updating. We don't want to put account created and then we leave set up your existing account. No, that the account creation was successful. So if I put that, then I don't want to repeat the title, account successfully created, or like, you did this. Okay, good. You did none of this. Something like that. Oh, finish. Dici? You say so? Something like that. No, wait. Too much. Yeah, maybe. What was that? Yeah, maybe. What happened to my voice? Something like this? I guess so. I guess might be good. To the right side, you say? Seems strange to the right side. Oop, come on, select this. This like this? Joke. I mean, I don't mind this to the left, you know? Yeah. I don't mind it on the left. Parsa, hello Alex, how are you? I'm good. How are you, man? Good to see you, man or woman. I don't know. I shouldn't assume. Parsa, dude. I can say dude for both men and women. It's fine. Okay. One thing is that there's so much blue in here. Just blue here, buttons here, button there. So maybe these might, I don't know. Detached, the style. This is gross. This seems like an unfinished thing. This is something that needs further thinking. No. Something like that, I guess. Yeah. I need to experiment a little bit more, and maybe this is too detached because this actually belongs to this email account. So envision instead of what to do next, we can write like quick actions, quick links, and instead of having this type of style, we can use a style of these quick links. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, Danny agrees. The configure button could be gray or anything else than the blue since it's optional. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I need to think about it. This is looking better already. There's a clear separation of like these two elements that belong together. This thing is another thing, which might be optional. So we can have a better separation of maybe 30, 39, 48, 51. Yeah, something like that wouldn't be too bad. We could use also this type of style. We could see if it... Ah, yes. Look at that. Slightly better, hey? Same type of style. Same type of card style. Could be something like that. Yeah, I don't mind this page. The only thing that I'm not sure if the finish button should be this far off at the bottom. Because if the user, for example, like, I mean, this is a full page, so the user is not gonna just see this. It's gonna probably look at like this, right? It's just a decent zoom in. So the user is looking at this. There's a very good chance that the finish button is below the fold, and that's a important button. I mean, in this situation, we will definitely like this tab would shift to the right and the email tab would start, and you can click X to close this tab. So it's not too, wouldn't be too bad. But another thing could be we could experiment with if we move this down and we have the actual button here, and then we write, or you can sync your other accounts, something like that. This is another type of exploration that we might do, because these are the important things. These are optional. We don't want to interrupt the user flow if it doesn't care. But it might be weird to have the conclude button. Then like a lot of users might say, hey, but I like this. Why it's below the finish button? So I skip it accidentally a lot of times, and we don't really want to do that. So yeah, that's a thing to consider. Could reduce the font of the calendar a little more. I think it's just, no, bold is too, make it regular. 12. Something like that. Maybe, yeah, maybe it was a little bit too aggressive. And also these, we can have a little trick. What if we use the blue button? I want. What if something like that? This is also Open Sans. It shouldn't be Open Sans, but it should be Ubuntu font. Yo, I said Ubuntu, not condensed. Maybe here we could also have, do we have a next arrow or something? Sub item, close this. We could have go like start the configuration process, something like the forward, or just a arrowhead. Yeah, we can just like simply use a arrowhead. Maybe it might give a good, let me grab this. Oof. What was that? Ah, come on. I have it here. Grab that. Come on. Copy these. Okay. Like that, and open it up to 12. Ooh, wow. Nope. Yay, what about this? What about this? Give me 12, 17, 15, something like this. And of course the whole, the old thing, the old row will be clickable. Hey, not bad, eh? Nice. Nice. Yeah. Oh, you guys are writing a lot. Oh, we have more people joining. It's always weird when I do this live streaming, more people join when I'm close to finish. Maybe you can put a text like optionals. Yeah, maybe regular font weight is also good for configure calendar and address book, just to suggest. Oh yeah, I might. Can it be 2 buttons, finish, and extra configuration to show more? It might. Extra configuration, but why the other button? So the extra configuration button might open the other things, but why hiding things behind an action? If we shrink this a little bit, this might be might help us save a little bit of space. Oops. 1 and 9. Yeah, this is not bad. I think I like it. I think I might like this. It's not bad. We might also ignore the protocol, but it's kind of nice to have. Give a little, hey, recap of what you have. Yeah, something like that. Sync your connector service as an accordion to extend. Maybe. I'm not a fan of like hiding important links, or not important, like hiding quick links or extra steps or suggested steps to the user behind an action, behind an accordion or a drop down. Or I'm not really a fan of that, because those are not super accessible for keyboard users or blind users that they use screen readers to read the content of the page. And also, we're not like here, we're not listing like a million options. Like if you have a long list of possible actions, yes, hiding them behind a drop down or accordion might make sense. But here we have literally just two things. And if we are smart enough and we design a good interface, we can fit everything without making it look cramped, and with properly separating the hierarchy, like using a good hierarchy of saying, hey, this is what you can do, this is what you might want to do, and this is definitely what you should do. So yeah, something like that is not, I don't mind this. Thank you for the suggestions on this. So yeah, it's a me, Mario. No, it's a good thing, right? We did good job here. What is this? Oh, this is the scroll bar. We did good thing here. We have a full process listed out, which is clean, easy to understand, guides the user, suggests possible fixes, solution to something that might not work. It's not super terrifying when something goes wrong, and we have a good final screen. The next thing that we have to do, we need to design the calendar auto-config and the address book auto-configuration steps. Maybe these links might need something more, but yeah. And also this type of style, it's good because it mimics the kind of like similar style that we're using for the account central. So it's a little callback, a little introduction. This is the first thing that a new user sees in Thunderbird, so we need to be careful to not scare him and to guide him properly and not making him feel confused. So yeah, that's I think we are at the end of this live streaming. We did 1 hour and a half of live streaming. Oh yeah, one day I will do like a 4 hours live streaming where I'm gonna design and code and take a nap and do everything. And I'm gonna do 2 hours in English, 2 hours in Italian, and if I ever move to Montreal, I will do other 2 hours in French or Quebecois. So French people cannot understand me. Or maybe Danny can join me and do a session in Quebecois. Bunch of questions here. Leopoldo, I have no idea what's happening here. Could someone tell me? I was doing some live coding and live designing of Thunderbird, the Mozilla email client, and it's almost finished this session, so I'm sorry. Danny, 1 month later, Firefox released the new Proton UI and explode Alex work. Yeah. Yes, it does. It will, 100%. That's not just a joke. It's just a very real possibility that the new Proton UI will destroy a lot of things, because I am leveraging the UI elements of Firefox, because we don't want to reinvent the wheel all the time. But at the same time, we are slowly making our own thing. We're slowly defining our own style, which is very similar to the Firefox style, but we're not just mimicking and copying everything. So we're defining our own approach to things. And if they change the layout, they change the forms, or if they change the various fields or the button things, yes, it's gonna affect us, but not that much, because we did good work in defining all these things. I hope it makes sense. Moose, I have no idea what you are doing, but it looks cool AF. Thank you, Moose. I am redesigning the Thunderbird login system, the Thunderbird account configuration workflow. And you guys are first to see, because I designed this today, so no one has seen, not even the other developers. I'm gonna share with the other developers later today and see what they think. Drummond, looking good so far. Yeah, thank you, Drummond. Thank you. Okay, I think it's lunchtime for me now, so I'm gonna take a quick lunch break, and then I'm gonna continue working on these beautiful things. So, as usual, thank you so much, guys and girls, and everyone that joined and connected to this live streaming. Thank you for participating. Thank you for the suggestions. This design, this is beautiful because this is community-driven design. I love doing these things because I gather your feedback and you help me think outside of the box sometimes. You give me great suggestions. So not if, there's no if, it's when I will start coding this. Remember that some of these design is because of you. So some of these design parts will land into Thunderbird and people, other users. Let's keep in mind that Thunderbird has an average of 10 million users per month. So a little suggestion that you give there, oh, you could put this icon there, or you could use this color there, will be used by 10 million users. So be proud of yourself, because you're helping an open source project that it's focused on privacy and freedom and all this good stuff. So you are awesome. You needed this, right? You are awesome. But anyway, if you want, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share this video, share my videos, keep watching my tutorials. I apologize if I haven't been uploading tutorials, but you know, it's really hard to, I'm tired. I like doing live streaming because I just work and I show you what I'm doing. And then when this live streaming is done, that's it. But doing tutorials is a lot of work. It's like research and recording and fixing things and then editing the video and then publishing. I'm tired. So I have a couple of tutorials recorded. I need to find the time to edit them and release them. So I'll start releasing tutorials again. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. Until the next lesson, until the next video, as usual, happy coding. Bye. And I'm gonna stop now.